In Brazil, Pope Francis continues to receive a very big and warm welcome, and it's the final day of his first international trip as head of the Catholic Church. Flanked by heavy security, Pope Francis has been making his way through the streets of Rio de Janeiro, greeting the thousands of Catholic faithful who have turned out to catch a glimpse of the new pontiff. The Pope will leave Brazil later today. Nick Ravenscroft has the latest for us from Pope Francis's last day in Rio.
Well, you've got a beach which is 2.5, 3 miles long, and it has been completely packed. Yesterday, I was watching the Pilgrims walk from the center of the city out to Copacabana. We're talking about a walk of some hour and a half, 2 hours, and there were people even then carrying backpacks, carrying sleeping mats, carrying tents, as well as all the flags and placards which they've been carrying throughout this week to give it a really celebratory atmosphere. Many of those people, in fact most of them, found a place to sleep on the beach overnight. Some of them had tents, some of them slept out in the open, and it's been unseasonably cold and wet here in Rio. It never really gets very cold in this country, certainly not in Rio, but the last few days it's been terrible, and yet today the Mass has started with the Pope, the sun is out. This feels like Brazil, this feels like Rio, and finally we have a fitting end to what has been, I think as far as the Vatican will be concerned, has been a very successful week.
And it certainly seems as if the Catholic followers who are there are enjoying it.
Yeah, I mean, this is known as the Catholic Woodstock, and you might see some of the pictures, the aerial photographs in particular, are very impressive. This is one of the picture postcard areas of Rio de Janeiro, and yet here it is also filled with hundreds of thousands of pilgrims. This original trip was planned for Pope Benedict, Pope Francis's predecessor. Now, had he come here, I think he would have been assured of a very warm welcome. But with Pope Francis's South American roots and his easy charm, his man of the people manner, I think it has been a huge success so far. He's going to be leaving later today, and I think the Vatican is well pleased with how this has gone.